My name is Ekow Nimako, and I'm a Ghanaian-Canadian internationally exhibiting visual artist who uses Lego to make sculptures featuring Black children, beings, geographies, graffiti, and various creatures of myth and magic. I'm grateful to be coming to you from my studio today in Toronto, in the Wampum Treaty Belt, the territory of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, Huron-Wendat, Métis, and Mississaugas of the Credit River. Over the course of my career as a multidisciplinary artist, I've had the pleasure of exploring a number of different mediums, from drawing to making music to writing fiction, before deciding to craft sculptures exclusively out of Lego in 2012. My body of work includes over 100 pieces in various scales, which have been exhibited in many countries, including South Korea, Germany, Scotland, England, and here in my home country, Canada. My recent works include Kumbi Saleh 3020 CE, a 100,000-piece Afrofuturistic metropolis completed in 2019 and acquired by the Aga Khan Museum. Cavalier Noir, a 7.5-foot public monument constructed out of 80,000 Lego elements and featuring a warrior child astride a dauntless black unicorn acquired by Brick Campus. And Flower Girl, a 25,000-piece life-size sculpture of a 10-year-old girl, the earliest work in my Building Black Mythos series. Today, you'll be taking part in my most popular workshop, Building Beyond, where we'll get to create our own family legacies like the Lego faces you have in the vision kit before you. Over the course of this video, we will build our legacies, explore what they represent, and learn about Afrofuturism as well as speculative reclamation, a concept developed through my work. When I start building, I rarely have a design or template in mind. I like to look at images on the internet or in the natural world, and then ultimately just get my hands into the Lego and really let the medium guide me. If you've played with Lego before, and I know most of you have, then you know how satisfying it is when two pieces click together and make that connection. I was always drawn to Lego. It gives you almost infinite possibilities to create the things that you see, the things you don't see, the things you have, and the things you don't have. Although official Lego sets may not have a lot of diversity, the medium still allows for the creation of these legacies, which have a wide range of features, accessories, forms, and most importantly, skin tones. It's not only important to include different shades of blackness when creating, but to also authentically represent and celebrate Black features, fashion, and cultures. Bantu knots, braids, locks, afros, grass skirts, weapons, and accessories drawing from contemporary Black cultures and ancient African civilizations are all present in my work. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I invite you to open up the resealable storage pouch in your vision kit. Lay out all the Lego elements on a flat surface. I find that something with a solid color works best. Spread out all the pieces to make them easier to find. And that way you can see exactly what you need, and you can reference the parts list for whichever character you're building today. Now it's time to build your legacy. I spent dozens of hours designing these legacies, testing various unique parts, and considering which qualities make them distinct. I don't assign a lot of fixed identities to the legacies, like age, gender, ability, etc., in order to allow them to be fluid and expansive enough to meet the imagination of the builder, you. When I'm building in my studio, I like to listen to music, podcasts, and especially audiobooks. So take your time building. Pause the video as needed, drink water, get some snacks, and as you're working, think about the world your legacy lives in. What do they do? Who are their friends? What does their home look like? What matters to them 200, 500, or 1,000 years in the future? For Black communities all over the world, both our historical and present realities are shaped by otherness, colonialism, violence, enslavement, displacement, theft, destruction, and appropriation of Black narratives and cultures. In this context, the possible African and Afro-diasporic origins of many stories, characters, or emblems in the mainstream are disappeared, destroyed, and denied. I explore this tension in my work through a concept I call speculative reclamation, which asks the question, what if? What if a Black writer created a graphic novel about a Ghanaian bandit who steals from the rich to feed the poor? Their book could be in response to the premise that Robin Hood of England was actually based on an African folk hero.
It's impossible.
Whether it's the bandit queen of Walata surfing the dunes of the Sahara, freeing her people from bondage, or Black Panther imagining a Black nation untouched by centuries of racism and exploitation. Speculative reclamation is an empowering and daring act of creative rebellion, where you need no permission to create something new from something old. Like many Afrofuturists before me, my work dares to imagine a future in which Black people continue to not only survive, but also to thrive. We are a living testament to each of our ancestors leading up to this moment in time. Black artists across many disciplines do this, from Janelle Monáe's music and imagery, which incorporates elements of Afro, cyberpunk, and hybridity, to Octavia Butler's fantastical and compelling novels, which are both surreal and eerily familiar. Wakanda's technologically advanced world building, and visual artists like Paul Lewin, whose work draws from magic, spirituality, and Black histories to create ornate and captivating pieces. Okay, we did it. The moment of truth. The last piece. Boom. Boom. King Kofi. Let's talk a bit about King Kofi. So King Kofi is the warrior king of the Neo-Kingdom of Ghana in the year 2421 CE. And he's also known as the Peacebringer for his dedication to intergalactic justice for all sentient beings. Dope story. And now that I've finished my legacy and you've finished your legacy, it's time to turn to the second last page of your booklet and use the reflection section to write down and continue the story of your descendant centuries into the future. Don't be afraid to introduce any other Lego elements you may have in your collection to customize your legacy. I get all of my parts from bricklink.com. So with your parents' help, you can set up a free account to order all the Lego parts you need and want. And document your creation. Feel free to share pictures at Ekow Nimako using the hashtag #BuildingBeyond. And don't forget, you can always create a world in which your family lives on to do amazing things. My name is Ekow Nimako. Keep building.